Time for another useless guitar video that nobody's going to watch ever. That sounded a bit sad. Anyways, sorry for my awesome background here. I don't feel like always cleaning up, so apologize. Anyway, the video is about soloing. How to practice solos. Now, I'm not going to shred solos in this video, especially when it's late evening again and my neighbors are sleeping. Anyways, I'll do another video when I'm probably soloing or practicing solos. Just great example of the process. But when you're practicing the guitar, it might be one of the biggest issues for most of the beginner or amateur guitarists that they struggle with solos. But it's not a surprise, solos are really difficult to play. It's much easier to smash the rhythmic guitar, just play. The rhythmic guitar is quite easy to play, but solos require some speed and plectrum hand control and fast fingers, and it's much more difficult to play down here when the frets are smaller, and if you're doing a mistake it sounds much worse than doing a mistake up here with rhythm guitar. So yeah, solos are pretty difficult. But what I can say that I still remember 1 year ago when I started to play my first covers and played my first solos, it was really difficult to do actually anything here. Moving the hands here and trying to get something going on, like But now when I'm practicing I can do much faster solos, of course not like shredding or sweeping yet. I'm still practicing that, but I've been progressing a lot with the solos. Anyway, what I'm suggesting you to do is that you find out easy solos to play at first. Of course, where to find them, of course from YouTube, but as I mentioned in one of previous videos, the Ultimate Guitar Tabs website is really good to find songs and play along with the tabs. Find songs that have pretty easy solos that you like to listen. It can be anything. And then just try to practice the solos. Go as low as you need to like get what's going on here. And then when you get like, you get it right with like 50% of speed, then get it faster. Just slowly put it faster. Maybe not in the same day, but like if you begin to practice solo like Monday, try to get like 5 to 10% more every day. So at the end of the week, you progress it much further. And when you actually get to the 100% and you play the solo, like not maybe nailing the solo, but you play it well enough, then it's time to move on for the next solo. When you start to practice solos, you can actually pick up like 3 different solos with different difficulties. So that let's say the first solo might be a bit too much for your current skill, so that it's going to be played with much slower speed. What you should do is that you play it, you practice it, then you kind of forget it, like for a few weeks, maybe a month. You play something else, you play other songs, other solos, then come back for the more difficult solo. You instantly see that even if you didn't play the solo, you improved with the solo. I mean, it's amazing when there is a memory inside. There is a memory inside your brain. What a word. It's like when you're practicing something earlier, it can be anything. It's like there's something happening here, and then when you come back to it, you're already playing it a bit better than you used to play. So again, what people suggesting you to do is like play 1 or 2 songs at a time and then go for the next. But what I'm suggesting you to do is that you actually have that 1 to 3 songs to play and learn them, and then have a few other songs, like more difficult songs for like extra practice routine. It's like you're jumping around with like the much more difficult songs, and then just you come back to it while training something else. I have an example, Black Sabbath Paranoid. It's pretty easy song to learn. I couldn't play the solo, not at all, when I learned the rhythm guitar with the song. It was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I just started to play it for like a few times. Then I just forgot the song because the song just got boring. I'm just playing it like all the time. It's fucking boring. So I just played something else for weeks and months. Then I came back to the solo. But I can say that the solo instantly was better. I was like, I could play it with faster speed even if I didn't play it for months, just because I'm practicing something else. It's like there's some sort of muscle memory. That's how I'm gonna call it. Just practice. Play the songs, read the tabs, play different solos, challenge yourself. If you can play 50% speed, you can actually just try and put it to 80% and you can just play along like it could go like you're not getting any notes right. You get the whole complete little solo goes 100% wrong, like then you're like, I can't play this. But actually, when you're doing a lot of mistakes like that, you're going to learn anyway. Because if you give a few tries for something that's really too fast for you, you're going to see that your fingers are starting to find the right place. It doesn't sound right yet, but it's starting to find the right place. Then you can go slower again, and you see that the fingers are getting into place, and you go faster again, and suddenly you see you are nailing that solo like what you couldn't even play before. I don't know if this video made any sense, but after all, summarum, it's all about practicing, picking up different solos, and if there's something that's too difficult for you, train it for a little bit, and then go forward for something else and come back for the solo later, so you train it again. But as long as you remember to challenge yourself, so always try to like challenge your mind and fingers, do something faster or more difficult. That's the way you learn a lot better than staying in the comfort zone, playing just the songs you're like comfortable to play. Anyway, that's it for the video. I'm going to do some sort of solo video in future, just trying to play along with solos I've been learning lately. Anyways, subscribe if you find my boring videos informative or entertainable, is even a word. I just try to be as much as myself, like as a person, and try to share anything that comes in my mind in the channel. So see you in the next video.